Yeah, and see, you know what, I don't mind at all. You know, a little old school football, and that could very well play into our advantage because A&M's offense has not looked good. I mean, by any stretch of the imagination, and you know, as I said earlier, everybody knows how good their defense is. So, I mean, there actually is something to maybe it is a big brain plan that could be what their game plan going into next week is. You know, okay, this is what A&M's offense looks like. We think our defense can handle it. This is what we have to do to neutralize, you know, the past 3 years, what's been a top 5 defense. We got to gas them.
It's very possible. It could be. I hope that's what it is. I know that.
And I mean, that's not a bad game plan for that game, to be honest with you.
I could agree with that. Yeah. Because I noticed, somebody in the chat talking about, you know, our corners struggling and corners, lack of deep threat. I that does worry me a little bit. I'm not going to point out any specific players, but I do feel like that they knew who to target in this game, and it showed, in my opinion.
Right, and that's kind of scary going into a game because, you know, I mean, without a doubt, the Texas A&M staff's sitting there going, "Hey, that guy, you know, like you, I'm not going to target anybody specifically, but
and here's to that point. I'm not going to target anybody specifically either. But I saw, you know, I was in and out of your comment section there, Coop, and I saw
it gets wild.
I saw several comments, you know, asking for another corner to come into the game. Not going to call his name. He got cooked on a few plays too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it very well could be. And I say this all the time. These coaches see so much more than we do.
Oh, they do. 100%.
So much more than we do. And it very well could be that this you know, player or two that people aren't wanting to see in there is just simply the best we have for right now. And sometimes, especially you're a first-year coach in a new program, you have to deal with what you got till you can get your guys in.
Yep, and that's why I kept trying to drive home my point all off season. And I know that you guys have probably at least seen a few of my videos that you know, when I did that 9-3 prediction and kept saying, "Hey guys, I know you hate this word, but it's going to take a little bit of time." Oh man, every video, they just eat me alive every time.
Well, I mean, during the off season, me and you had the exact same record prediction for this year. I mean,
and what was that? What were you predicting for us?
For me, I was predicting 9-3.
Okay.
That's what I predicted.
Yeah, with what losses to Clemson, A&M, and somebody in between.
Yeah, a random ACC, insert any ACC opponent, honestly, because I don't see us. Now this was before I had even seen the Canes take the field, but I just didn't see us running the table in the Coastal. There's usually one kind of loss, one hiccup there, and then again, people always kept asking me, "So you're telling me we still can't compete in the big time games?" Because arguably, I mean, the two biggest games on the schedule are the Aggies and the Tigers, right?
Right.
My problem is until I see the Canes take the field, again, keeping in mind this was a couple of weeks before the season kicked off, I couldn't confidently stand here and tell you we were going to win those big time games because look at our previous history. Even with a new coaching staff, keeping in mind it's year one, I could not confidently say, yes, we're going to win those games and predict those as dubs. I just couldn't.